Here's the punter now, Pat McAfee, to get this one started. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. Richardson looking to throw. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's third down. Richardson. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. 5 yards, and that means they come up short as they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a fourth down?
And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Taking it about the 36. A nice punt, but a good run back as well, 13 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over. So here are the Dolphins now getting set for their initial possession. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller.
And he left North Carolina with most of his school's records, and at one point was thought to be maybe the #1 quarterback in his draft class. He does bring deceptive athleticism and plenty of upside to the table. Add some consistency, and maybe he can really unlock what he can be in the NFL.
And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
On second down, it's Gurley again. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. And Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
From the 33, here's second down and 7. Another carry now for Gurley. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Instead of a 3rd and 4, now they have to manage a 3rd and 9 after the delay of game. Following the penalty, it's Gurley. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 9, he got 8. And that's going to leave him with a 4th and 1 on their side of the field. No score after 1 on EA Sports. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the second quarter, as they've got it with 4th down and 1. They're running with Gurley. And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. So he needed one. He ended up getting 3.
And I really like the way he ran that one, too. That's really intelligent running because oftentimes a running back could get too greedy. Try and hit the home run on a play where you just need a few yards. Well done there, making sure he got the first down and not worrying about trying to get.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Jalen Waddle taking it in from 24 yards out. And the Dolphins post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter.
And to me, the key to a wide receiver run like that is getting around the first edge guy. It's often like a punt returner. Make that first guy miss, because if you can do that successfully and get upfield, we know good things can happen. He's able to take that one into the end zone.
Mike McDaniel, no hesitation on his end. He's telling his offense to go for 2. They're going to try and run. And he is not going to make it. They stop him up short, and this will remain a 6-0 ball game.
You know, sometimes the guy on the defensive side of the ball, he just has a good feeling or a good read, and he unleashed his defense on that one. Boy, they stopped him in a big way.
Yeah, I hate to be cliche, but sometimes we overanalyze. They just have more want. Looked like they had more want right there.
More want and more people to the ball.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like, because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Now Richardson. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A good passing down here, and they send 3 receivers to the right of the formation on 2nd down. Back to throw, Howell. And this is caught. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Puka Nacua, 40 yards. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. They'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack, and they foul on the try for 2. So now, Charles, 2 touchdowns, 2 tries at 2-point conversions, and both fail.
And you want to say, let's go ahead and run the kicker out there from now on. But the problem is you're chasing points at this stage. So now you got to dial up more 2-point conversions and hope you're successful from here on out.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play there for KC. 41 yards. Now Richardson. Over the middle, completes this to Ward. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 18 more yards there and another first down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Richardson out of the shotgun. That is caught by McCaffrey. Touchdown, Kansas City. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Moody good with the extra point. And this is back to a 5-point game. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it's finished off by a receiving touchdown from Christian McCaffrey. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Dolphins taking over now late in this first half. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. On the counter, Gurley. And a solid run here as they pick his way down to the 42-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Howell. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
Brandon, I'm not going to tell him that you called him old in our pregame meeting, but this guy has been around a long time. If there's a trick in the book, he knows it. He probably even wrote a few chapters, and this is what he's always had, and that's a nose for the football. He's able to come away here with the interception.
And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number one.
Ready, check.
The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
All right, Brandon, back to you two in just a bit. But first, welcome everyone to downtown Orlando and our EA Sports halftime report. We just watched a fine first half from quarterback Sam Howell. He had a touchdown pass in that first half, helping his guys to a halftime advantage.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball.
That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Up the middle with Gurley. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. They'll go play action. Howell forced out to his left.
He's been patient this entire game, waiting for the perfect moment to surprise them with a quarterback keeper. There he catches him off guard and converts his first rush of the game into a first down.
And Gurley into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Dolphins take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Well, this offensive line has really stepped up to the challenge here because those Mastodons, they've been sensational clearing holes all game long. And this is great work down here near the goal line to give their back the space he needs to work his way into the end zone.
And they're able to ground it in there on the 2-point try. And you and I were talking before the game. The 2-point conversions from the 15-16 season, what has changed, what hasn't changed, partner?
Yeah, I'll tell you what's changed is just your normal strategy, because now you're either kicking the football with the ball on the 15-yard line, or if you decide to go for 2, they put it on the 2-yard line. So what are you thinking as a coach? Do I risk it? Do I go for it here? Do I try and gain a strategic advantage and maybe go for 2 early? That's what people are wondering about.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith.
Well, this This is something we've seen before, partner. We've seen a defense bait a rookie, pretend to leave a window open, and then the defensive back jumped it as soon as the ball was released. Big-time play. They love taking advantage of the youngsters, and in this case, it paid off well.
On 1st and goal, Gurley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Todd Gurley standing by his lonesome in the backfield here, 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him again. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll try and push it in with Gurley. I don't think Gurley got there. Looks like the defense held him back. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. Here we go. It's Gurley. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Todd Gurley with now his 2nd touchdown of this 3rd quarter. And the Dolphins will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. They'll try and run it with Gurley. And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion to extend this lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. He's going to handle it on the touch pass. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 6. Now Richardson back to throw it. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. They go play action with Richardson. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another 1st down. Off play action, Richardson. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they've forced in this runaway contest.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. Back to the air with Richardson. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And now that brings up 4th down there. A loss of 6 yards on the sack. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Dolphins defense is able to hold. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
He sets to fire deep. He's got it at the 15. And the ball is knocked out. Well, it looks like one of the DBs has it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the fourth quarter. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. And fantastic field position has them just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line in the red zone. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Puka Nacua, his second touchdown of the night. And the Dolphins have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the fourth. And the Dolphins will again line up and go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the fourth.
But I guess when you're hot, you're hot. I mean, I would just go ahead and take the extra point and move on. But apparently they've got something to prove. Almost feels like something was said this week, and they wanted to make sure that they laid it on them in this game.
And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Now it's Richardson. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 3rd and 4. Richardson working from the gun. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early?
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. But not much defensive resistance on that drive. And really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team, their defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium for this one. There may be some major changes on that side of the ball when we see them the next time out.
I think this is just going to be a function of the times we live in now. Very similar to the bat flip in baseball. Everyone's got to start to get comfortable with this. But to me, this is just rubbing it in. You got a big lead. Go ahead and take the extra point. One thing to keep in mind, though, karma's still out there, and sometimes it has a way of catching up with you.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
2 big plays in succession, and Kansas City's on the move. Here Richardson yet again. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. Here's 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Again, he'll drop to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game.
He's got a man, complete. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill, but remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes, and that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Coup now for the point after. And they fake it. They pitch to the tight end. And the fake attempt here not going to work. Got a little yardage, but not enough to get to the goal line.
I know they're not asking me, but I'll give you my opinion anyway. I think it's time to erase that play from the call sheet. I guess they figure with the big lead they can experiment a little bit. But all in all, just go ahead and put that play on ice.
Well, this game, it was well in hand early, never really in doubt. Charles, you and I do so many games together. There's so much parity in the NFL, a lot of close battles.